it was a pretty slow week, and we all know that, and I think business is about to pick up. Obviously, the golden tickets release was its own thing, but with the Easter promo coming up, there's a lot that's gonna happen. That is a huge thing. Golden tickets will actually be coming out in packs, hopefully fairly soon, probably maybe 2 weeks, something like that. But it is time, as always, every week, for the best team in Madden. Hey, what is going on, Madden family? We are here today, and it is best team in Madden, our lineup update video. And I hate to say there ain't a whole lot this week, but we still cover it. We will talk about everything, and I'm gonna just tell you guys sort of like what I'm doing right now as well. So make sure you hit the like on the video. Since there wasn't like this, oh my god, there's no goal. If you enjoyed the video, if it's helpful, hit the like, make sure you are subscribed, all that sort of good stuff. And yeah, let's just roll into it today. So to start, what I want to talk about is the Easter promo. Whatever that's going to be called. It's coming up, obviously. You see, I have a lot of training, and I have actually a pretty full binder of stuff. A lot of the stuff that we've pulled recently, I have not sold. The market was really cheap over the weekend, and B, I expect things to potentially rise. So I basically held on to like everything I've pulled recently that's decent, so we can either decide to sell it or quick sell it at that point. I don't like the concept that some people have is like, oh, I'll just quick sell everything and just stack training. But what happens if there's nothing really to use for training? This gives me two options here to be able to do what we want. Maybe some of these cards get upgrades, maybe they don't. Or again, who knows? Maybe values rise, prices change, all that sort of stuff. So that's really what we're just holding on to. Now, again, there's a lot in here. You will see like the last couple pack openings of stuff in here. We also have some investments still that I'm hoping will take off. Just a couple of things in here. And if they don't, well, we have more stuff to get rid of. But again, that is totally fine. But how does our team change this week? Let's go take a look. If you're looking to avoid the packs and save some racks, make sure you head on over to MMOEXP.com to help you build the best team possible. It is a one-stop shop for all your things between MUT, 2K, and many other games. Make sure you use code CC for a 5% discount. Link is in the description below. Let's go be great. Now, as you guys saw, we pulled Patrick Kearney twice, and he's not in our lineup here because I didn't use him, and I don't like to put people in my lineup that I didn't use for this part of the video because I can't tell you, oh, this is a great card or a bad card. I just don't know. The big things that we did this week, one, obviously we sold Steve McNair. We got Cunningham back. That is fine. Weekend League went an extra week this month. I didn't have to play all the games, so I didn't play all the games. We will have a Fire Fantasy pack for top 100 monthly this week. So again, we went back to Cunningham. We made the switch last week to go 25 Titans, 25 Raiders. We did have to pick up a Dirty Saint and Andrus Pete, a left guard, 99 overall. Figure we'll just finish off left guard for the year and just call it a day. Otherwise, you know, there's not much changed on offense at all. We took our free Emmanuel Sanders from our Wildcard Wednesday packs, did all that. Basically it. You guys were wondering about AP as AP changed this week. Again, I'm not using Escape Artist, so we still use Tank Bulldozer on All-Star, Fearless, Long Range, Gunslinger, and Hot Rod Master on Cunningham. A post up and then a backfield mismatch there. Again, nothing really crazy at all for what we did offensively out here. Defensively, again, what were we really going to do or add this week? There's nothing. I guess Kearney, but again, we didn't use him, so he's not out here. So no changes. I didn't even put in free safety Adrian Phillips that we got from Madden Machines. I just was waiting to see. And if we want to put him in there for boosts, we will. We probably might. I think I have enough slots out here to do whatever we want. We're at 31 Raiders, 27 Titans. If we get rid of Jordan Whitehead, that gets rid of one of each of them as well. So again, no real changes here. We're in a holding pattern, as you should be too. Abilities: Bernard Pollard, Acrobat, Khalil Mack, Unpredictable, Cam Chancellor, Pick Artist out of my way, Sean Taylor, Pick Artist, Acrobat, Dion, Pick Artist, Acrobat, Mr. Crosby, Unpredictable, D Rally, Unpredictable, Inside Stuff, Acrobat, Deep Out Zone KO, Mid Zone KO, Deep Route KO, and then Pick Artist, and then Acrobat Lurker. 20 AP is an absolute ton to use out here. This basically gets everyone on the field with an ability of some sort. So that makes it okay. Like everyone's playing just a little bit better. Special teams, no changes. Specialists, again, no changes. Strategy, obviously, no changes. Still rocking the West Coast and the Bucks defense here. So that's really what we did through the week. Now, we do have a gameplay for you guys. I did not play a ton of games, but we did play some. And when I saw the name came up, I figured we had to record this one. TheActualCC. TheActualCC. Okay. Odd, but okay. I don't know, but I think for me, or maybe it's just for him. Who knows? Titans fan, TGL, all that sort of cool stuff. We're gonna go through this a little bit quicker here. The ending of this game was really kind of special, actually. Tell me if you, I mean, in hindsight, obviously, but do you think he did the wrong thing at the end of the game here? That's what I really want to know from you guys. So again, offensively, I have a lot of fun with this offense. I do. It gives people fits. It makes people think a lot more than they normally would. And, you know, he came out in just regular 3-3-5, didn't audible down or anything. So I wanted to see what he had out here. And honestly, I don't play against 3-3-5 normal a lot. So I'm not 100% sure like what to do against it. What's the best way? Can I run on it well? Is the pass coverage going to be really good? All that sort of stuff. Now you will see at the top there, we get the glitch where we can't see our down and distance. But right here, we were looking for this and I swerved and I shouldn't have because it was a duck. So I thought we had to come back for it, but we didn't have to come back for it. You get those duck passes whenever you're throwing and you hit someone. We're actually probably really fortunate that was not intercepted. Like severely fortunate in my opinion. But I know against cover 4 that this is normally going to beat it. And we didn't quite get there. And we have Dickerson going out here as well. Love Dickerson. He does so well. If that golden ticket Cordero Patterson comes to fruition, he's going to take that spot for sure. I would just prefer to use him. A lot of the cards that come out now are going to be all very, very similar anyway. So you can't get too worried about that. Again, we're doing a good job with the offense. The offense is really, it can be really explosive. It can be really slowed down. But I always still will find that when we're, behind the 8 ball, it gets a little more difficult. So I kind of prefer getting the ball first with this offense to move the ball, control the game, and get the lead and then sort of play from ahead. If I'm playing from ahead, I feel in a much, much, much better spot than playing from behind here. And then when we get inside the red zone, like from the 10 to the 5, I struggle a little bit. So he rushes 2 here, and he does not rush a lot of people a lot in this game. So again, it's just all about having that pocket, make sure we're not getting outside, we're not doing anything, and we throw that and we get picked off. Okay. Now, what's really odd about this was we're throwing it to X Ingram, who at this point, if you see it, he's open, right? He's actually going to be open because the pass lead is going to go to the back of the end zone. But as soon as we throw it, like he stops, like the pass doesn't get led to him towards like the back pylon. It just sort of stops there. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, sometimes things don't go your way. Just doesn't always happen. And he is going to come out in ace twins, which kind of makes me feel like maybe he's a CC guy. I don't know. Little CC. So I'm gonna fast forward through some of this. It's kind of a slow game at points here. As you know, he goes for this throw and he gets kind of stuck there and gets picked off. It's the better throwing abilities and all that are gonna help you out there at timing on the throw, etc. So again, that's fine, and we're just gonna move our way downfield here a little bit. Now, as he changes up here, I wanted to do a little bit more. He goes into man. Mr. Tay Adams normally burns a lot of people. He's so good against man coverage, going deep. So no surprise there. He's actually going to make his way downfield pretty well here. So we're just going to fast forward again. What am I going to show you? He ran the ball a lot, which was not a bad concept to do against us in this defense versus his offense. It's exactly what I would have done too, but I'm just not going to show you guys every single run and all this. So again, I'm hoping, like, can we get him to pass here? Can we get him to pass? And he did a really good job rolling out with the Russell Wilson. Now that's a bad pass, but good idea, good concept, all that sort of stuff. A little screwed over, and that's okay. That's okay. But again, with Russ here, like, we click off on Cam there, and that's part of the reason why Escape Artist is really so good. So we have Cam, and we're blitzing him down on this play, so that I click off so that he will attack him, and he just keeps going in the wrong direction. Like, the players don't react. Escape Artist is overpowered because of something like that. In years past, that is a guaranteed hit stick on the quarterback, because they are just going to come down and hit them there. We ran commit. Good pass. Ties the game up. Just certain things a little broken here. And, you know, see, this time he's all over the deep route. Again, he probably should be. Again, if he's not sending any pressure, we do have a post up. We're fine. Like, we're going to get a lot of time in the pocket. And if you want to give me a lot of time in the pocket, I think that is a bad idea. When he goes to switch up like this, again, I always feel like he was going into man. And one key thing that I can tell what coverage he's in is when I do that motion and someone's in man, someone will motion over with him there. And so that lets me know that we can do that. And now we actually get a bad pass there ourselves. We get a bad pass there ourselves. Bad timing. Didn't lead it correctly. Hey, you know what? 100% fair. 100% fair. We all make mistakes. So he gets the ball at half, and he has ball going potentially for the lead here. So we're actually in a bad spot. I think he's played well. He's played a very smart offensive game. What he's doing on offense in some of these plays, I'm not 100% sure of. You would have liked that to happen, but the routes, they just bounced into each other. I would love to get the ball there, but people just run into each other in this game a lot, and he's doing a very good job. This is very much how I would be running this offense, is Ace Twins this year. Having Escape Artists with it would be really, really beneficial. And because a lot of times, if you can roll towards stuff and you have the tight ends, you can always block and slide. You can get out of the pocket really easy with Escape Artist in this. So I don't blame him for using Escape here in this situation at all. But I do know a lot of the route combinations stuff that he wants to try to do. Obviously, this is an offense we ran for years, so we're pretty up on it. And he just doesn't start taking timeouts. He just lets the clock go and go and go. And I thought this was not smart. Clock management is super key. He wasted a ton of time to get like a certain route on the field, and just to run away and really do nothing with it. Take your timeouts. You don't get to keep them. You have 14 seconds and 3 timeouts. How does that really help you? You got to the line at 28 seconds. It's a big waste of time. Clock management is huge. Everybody, if you get better at clock management, you will improve in the game for sure. For sure. And again, I'm just trying to cover everything, do all we can, attack the Escape Artist here. Because if he throws a laser and he gets us, that's one thing, right? That's one thing. But I can't just let him scramble around and run around. So you see, like right here, was going in with Escape, trying to get him there. Now he's 4 seconds, and he has all 3 timeouts. He didn't even use a timeout in this situation. I don't know why. Bad clock management. But he takes the lead at least, and then he's going to get the ball at half. And what was working for him? Well, he goes to do something different here. And again, even though he gains yards, I don't know why people do that. If you are having success doing one thing, why stop doing it? It doesn't compute to me, right? It doesn't. Go back to iForm Pro. Okay, all right. You want to go back to iForm Pro? Go for it. Again, assume he's just going to run, and we're going to get there in the backfield and basically stop him for no gain. Now he's on 3rd and 3. At this point, you have to assume he's going to go back to his offense. And if he passes on us, he passes on us. But I'm not going to let him escape on us. So essentially what you see from the start of this play is me blitzing down my user and then just start running down towards him. He can't get out. He has to rush a throw. There's pressure, all sorts of good stuff. Again, like this is when he's doing this, he has 2 pass plays, maybe 3. He has a play action play. He has post and his levels, right? I know all this based on where the running back goes is who I'm looking at. Well, and I can know the play instantly. If the running back immediately goes to the flats, hey, guess what? It's levels, right? So it allows me to know more of what he's doing here. And again, I feel like we're doing a pretty good job, really good coverage. We're not allowing him to roll out on this play in particular. Again, you see what I'm doing with my user, right? Normally your user is going to go cover a route or do something. Nope. I know on these short plays, I'm not letting him get away. So that's why I'm coming down, forcing him to actually have to make a pass and a read. So we do get the ball 1st and 10. We were down 3, no harm, no foul. We can go back up, take the lead here, and hopefully, being up by 4 will mean that he has to get 7, and so the pressure will actually just be back on him at this point. A 4-point lead, 7-point lead, it feels very similar. So again, I'm gonna start doing a couple of the different plays and setups I have here just to move the ball a little bit better. I don't feel like he's done a bad job on defense or great job on defense, but I also don't feel like I'm playing my absolute best here. So again, we feel like he's probably in man coverage here because he does not have auto flip on. If I do any motions to the left, it's not gonna really tell me the coverage he's in. But again, we can just assume right there, if I obviously have the running back on the right and I motion him out, the man coverage will follow. Very small nuance. It's knowledge gap and detail right there of knowing how things work. And so even right there, when I see him on that slot corner, I know that he's probably in like 1 of 2 plays. He's either in Tampa 2 or he's in like a man blitz. It's the only reason you would user that corner. And right there, I think he just run commits and we just take the lead. So again, small things right there, and we have to make sure that we do things correctly. And he comes out and he is, as you just saw, I clicked too far. He's just going to torch us. Tay Adams is just going to torch us here. I got out of position. Great pass, great read. He takes the lead right back. So at this point, I have to decide, what do I want to do? Do I want to score now, or do I want to take time off the clock and make this probably the last possession of the game? And that's where my head falls. I'll take what he gives me for the most part. If you give me 7, I'm going to take the lead, but I'm also going to check down more than I normally would in this situation. I'm not going to sit there and wait and let a drag run past my face consistently, because I'm like, oh, well, this should be open. This could get open. This should be open late. Let's control the game. Let's control the clock, right? He's done a decent job moving the ball on us. So that's exactly what we just do. We play very slowly here. We take the clock all the way down, and he's used the timeout. The clock is ticking here. So I feel like, all right, well, now we better get 7. And he kind of gets in the way. And with Dickerson here, you see I've tried to like slow down so I don't score immediately. So again, I want to take more clock. I didn't get down, but I tried to like run into the defender here essentially. And so he's not taking his time out either. So, okay, so I just want to run the ball here. If we score, we score. But if we don't, that's either clock or timeout. Don't really care what happens on that play. Again, he has to use the timeout. So we're playing the long game here. That if I don't get a touchdown, he's going to have no time, right? That's got to be the goal. So I set up a route combination here. I don't really like what I'm doing. Honestly, I was just trying to look for something else to see, maybe let's try a different combo here, something I haven't normally used. And you see he only rushes 2. Okay, now let's pause here. Let's talk about this for the mistake. There was over a minute left in the game and he rushed 2 people. Again, that's not a bad concept. However, However, if you only rush 2 people, there is a chance that you are not going to get any pressure. And that is what happens here. So we see that A is basically just standing there and he is stuck. And his user is sitting right there with Acrobat. And so that's who I keep looking at. And I know that's who he keeps thinking I'm going to throw to. And so you can just see his user just sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait. And I'm like, I want to throw that, but I'm also okay with the clock moving down because this is taking all the time off the game for me. This is beautiful. So the only player that's moving is X. Nobody else on the field is moving here, and I do not know why. But again, he's just standing there, and then X sits right there, and he stops. And I'm like, he can't get there. If I lowball this to X, it's a touchdown. He can't get there. He's too far away. I don't know why he wasn't standing more towards A, but he wasn't. Terrible. It's terrible defense. Horrible. I don't know what he was doing. I have no idea what he was doing there. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. So again, like when we see here, his user is right here, obviously, right? A is someone we could throw to. X is someone we could throw to. And RB is someone we could throw to. B, totally covered. Why is he 7 yards away from A? If his user was standing on top of A, there's nothing open. There's nothing open. There's nothing open at all. Again, I'm not really sure what he's doing. And as soon as he turns his body there is when I decide to throw, because I know at that point, again, what are you doing? Just breaking this down. Like as soon as he's facing, and then watch, he just turns around. And as soon as he turns around, I know that he has no shot at getting there. None whatsoever. I don't get it. That does end up costing him the game. He's not going to get anything off in this time. He has 3 seconds now, 50 yards. Like, we're just going to blitz everyone, obviously. Make it work. Run backwards with our user. Put the pressure on him. Nothing's there. So that ends up being the game for us. Again, really, really weird ending. Again, I don't mind dropping people in coverage, but that was a little extreme. You should have forced the issue a little bit more there. Again, especially seeing that the clock was running down, knowing, hey, this is probably the end. The linemen were frozen and all that. And I don't make the rules. But I love you guys. Be great. I'm out. Peace.